Yeah. I was a lost soldier at the crossroads. Ignorance was bliss. Sins that we commit, forgiveness we forget. Grudge holding with this loaded weapon, quick to cause offense. You already losing if you moving with no discipline. It's over. The devil's wishes pervert the gift. It'll block you out from finding out what your purpose is. Dopamine fiend trapped in a cell, wasting his cells. Then a broad way, blazing a trail. The hard way, he fell from God's grace on a path about to hurt something. Then I learned something. It's humble pie at the king's table. Your sons and daughters need that living water. If we endure some more, a paradise is waiting for us. The last days getting worse. The love cold, it's gonna wax colder. The spirit told us it's gonna be the way it was with Noah. If you don't focus when the rain approaching, a lost soldier outside the ark before it closes. The last days getting worse. The love cold, it's gonna wax colder. The spirit told us it's gonna be the way it was with Noah. I pray you focus when the rain approaching. A lost soldier inside the ark before it closes.
I was a lost soldier, barely sober, usually fully loaded as well as my sidearm. Ain't letting nobody see you waving that white flag at the top of your guide on. Could've took it further, get mother shoulders to cry on. Oh man, we live the life, keep it humble, next you gon' start believing your hype. Now you convince your mind, you relieve yourself of your plight. Yeah, Howard has the last word, I pray he don't drop the mic, cause I have yet to see one survivor fall from that height. I'm from the era, portray yourself to be tough as leather. Hey Micah 7'5", maybe he can explain it better. I argued in my ribs, said some things that it never settled. Closet my skeletons, I got things I could never tell her. I love her as my own flesh so I can forgive my debtors and treat it like Miami weather. I never sweat her, I keep it P that's positive, don't corrode your receptors. The devil will devour, he move with a vendetta. One who rejects our wisdom, your soul is showing its purpose. Not viral on the net and them niggas make you feel worthless. We all have faults, I got some things I should work on for certain. I have no medium, either quiet or too assertive. Living lawless for sure, my life moving like roller coasters. Stomach drop every turn, I can't wait till this ride is over. Enemies make tumult to ensure our progression slower. They want us under white cheese as if the party thing told. You see, the love's cold, it's gon' wax colder. The spirit told us it's gon' be the way it was with Noah. I stay focused when the rain approaches. A found soldier inside the ark before it closes.
Yo. Yeah. Say what's real.
My father figure keep me guided, I'm always protected. Not a single wrong, I don't ever get corrected. Light over my shoulders, tales from a priest. Take a Psalms 23 and sit your tail to a seat. Legendary in a way, but nothing like a tall tale. False gods set them up, they all fell. Fantasies, they all sell. Nothing in my time can compare to the timeless. The light behind my rhyming, the one who I get in line with. Ain't no other lane for this fire flame minister. Descended from a higher plane, ain't no higher name from the one. When a gun jam, I figure you know now. Divine power follow me, that's just how it be. I can testify for sure, my heart not pure, but still I get to see a day that I did not work for. Bodies dropping with the climate, gas raising on black faces. Still I'm the one who made it. I just be thinking when I roll, something keep watching me. Something keep watching me. The Most High, something keep watching me. Something keep watching me. I feel like everywhere I go, something keep watching me. Something keep watching me. The Most High. With my conscience, I acknowledge that there is a higher power. Look at me. False idols never promise victory. You survive cause you was meant to. Stop the guessing, you a prized possession. Blessing from the sky, ain't no higher lesson. I'm a messenger, you should get with this rhythm. Gospel, you ain't gotta be poor with chains no more. Flip up your master plate, don't be captivated by your master space. The earth is yours, but first the one we know gon' have to pass away. Destiny, you part of a higher design. They tell me the sight of his eyes like fire and wine. Coming at the wild child who made it through the birth canal. One shot, amazing how you missed the kiss of death. Life was in your step, people turned away from out this way, never coming back. Slipped and fell inside the cracks, landed on their back, but you 10 toes in the field, still in one piece, for real from the bottom, where all kind of brothers get easily killed. Rest in peace to them. You part of a higher design. They tell me the sight of his eyes like fire and wine. When I roll, something keep watching me. Something keep watching me. The Most High. Yeah. Something keep watching me. Something keep watching me. I feel like everywhere I roll, something keep watching me. Something keep watching me. Most High. I said something keep watching me. Yeah. Something keep watching me.
Us, blacks, Native Americans, and Hispanics are walking around and they do not realize that they have a nation. But you do. Sometimes we can take that gift for granted, Con. We can take that thing for granted. But we have a nation. What does that mean? That means we have a culture, which y'all are enjoying. We got music. But most of all, what? We have a God. Con? Now with that comes responsibility. It comes your discipline or your religion. That's what religion is. It's your discipline. And what does the God that we serve require? We know that he has laws. We know that he has a son that's our savior. We know that he has prophets that's deep. And all of that is deep and spiritual. But there's something that I want the nation to focus on with the little time that I have today. That is brotherhood. Brotherhood, which follows with sisterhood, is the same thing. Brotherhood is the final chamber. See, we can get deep with all the prophecy. We can understand all the breakdowns. But if we can't solve the puzzle of brotherhood, then we've accomplished nothing as a nation. Y'all with me so far? Y'all tracking me? All right. I promise I ain't going to be long-winded. Listen to me. In Psalms 133, the Lord said that the unity of brethren, there is nothing better than that. Y'all know that scripture? And in the New Testament, Paul told us in Romans 12, he said that we have to honor each other in brotherly love. What? Preferring one another. That's something we ain't figured out yet. It has to become against our religion to disrespect one of our own people. Y'all hear me? It has to become against our culture to be violent towards one of our own. We got to always see the humanity in one of our brothers and sisters like the other nations see in theirs. They got no quarter when it comes to you. They cruel, they impatient when it comes to you. And when we looking for love, some of our own brothers have become like the nations to try to separate themselves from the hurt that come with what we come from. But you can't escape that thing. You got to heal it. You got to accept it, embrace it. And what the Lord say? You got to show brotherly love with affection towards one another. All right? Sometimes we can't do that. Sometimes we look at our own as the enemy also. So you got the enemies all around you. And then you got your own brother looking at you the same way. We can't have that. Con? It has to become against our God to be disrespectful to one another. We got to look at another brother that look like us, another sister that look like us, and say it's a part of my religion to love and honor you. Okay? For me to serve my God properly, I got to love you. We got to do it like that, Israel. We got to watch how we talk about each other, the things that we say. These words carry meaning. And we got to be mighty to build each other up. What is our culture and our music that they given to us in these last days, man? It ain't building us up. So we got to be able to do that for each other, because y'all are the ones that are aware that what? You got a nation. Say that. Say nation. You have a nation. All right? You're not carrying a flag that come with your slavery. You're not carrying a flag that come with you being the last. Your needs being the last. You walking with the banner of Zion. That means you are what? Deuteronomy 7:6. You above all what? Nations. So you got to live and walk in that truth, man. So an event like this is so powerful because, and this is what I tell our brothers in the camp all the time, when you get around your people in a circumstance like this, receive the love that you're getting. Don't be competitive. Don't be trying to shine. When brothers come and dap you, take that in and receive that graciously and let it build you up. Let it increase your battery, your spiritual battery, man. So all of this love that's being passed around, let it wash over you in the name of our Lord, Khan. And what that's going to do, that's going to heal you. Okay? We become too callous because the world is hard and it's impatient with us and it's hard on us. We become too callous. So when we get an event like this and you can let your guard down, go ahead. All right? Let that love wash over you and let it heal your body, man. Let it heal your mind. All right? Look at these children playing. I heard a brother earlier who was rhyming. He said this is like the kingdom. Look at the children happy and playing. Us as adults, we need some happiness too, man. And you know where you're going to find it? With your nation. That's where you're going to find it, all right? You're looking for love? Go to your people. You're looking for respect? Go to your people. Because it should be readily given to you. Y'all understand what I'm saying? All right, I ain't trying to bore y'all to death. My name is Brother Joel. Brother Yahweh Awesome called me. I represent the Sons of Thunder Israelites. It is our heart's prayer and desire for Israel that they might be saved. Because y'all needs and how y'all feel is at the top of my list, man. We ain't got no politician we can run to. Ain't no politician we can run to. We can't go to him because he got to put everybody's needs or he can't win. So we can't look to him for healing us. Ain't no preacher or pastor we can run to because they don't know the scriptures. They don't understand that they have a nation, right? They don't even know that they're the people of the book. So where are we going to go to get that nourishment that we need that the scriptures say? All right? It says the Most High is in the heavens. He has done whatsoever he has pleased. And it pleased him in these last days that you should know who you are. Okay? So we're going to take that humbly and mercifully in the name of his son who gave that sacrifice so we can stand here right now. We're going to be gracious and we're going to spread what? Love to one another. God? And what we're going to do, we're going to represent our what? Our nation. All right? That's why we're here today. So shalom to the Fringe Fest, my brother Monologue, man. Y'all receiving your love. The water.
I hope y'all like that. That was Supplication by Roy the Chef. It's dangerous out here. I hope you guys make it home safe.
Why is she evil?
Because like, yeah, they would say,
She into a skull.
nah, she would say evil for us. It's like,
She's just crazy.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
she's manipulative. Well, like he's saying. Yo, check it out. You ain't worried about that.
they're gonna show you at the end.
So that was that a knocking out that 1 minute. That's probably
Yo, what was that about? Don't worry about it. You wouldn't understand.
When you bought to a lower state, you must learn to be patient. You come to serve the Lord, prepare your soul for temptation. Who trusted Yah was misled in our past generations. No one forsaken, you mistaken if you ain't obeying. No lying on no tale bearing. Get thee behind me, Satan. That's my brother, no bloodshed. Get thee behind me.
Most people just wear clothes, but some wear a message. A reminder of who we are and who we stand for. This isn't fast fashion, it's covenant. It's culture, it's identity, built with purpose, designed to last, created for those who refuse to blend in. When you step out, let your garments speak. Before you do, join the movement.
I'm wearing an Israelites brand.
That's when I be yelling, I'm Jew by blood. Y'all dudes not us. And I don't believe in y'all, but in y'all I trust. I'm just a common coolie commandment keeper. I know it's hard to live righteously in the land of evil. They got you feeling like damaged goods around damaged people. And truly life is a movie, just can't demand a sequel. Verily, verily, All you hypocrites, heresies and Pharisees only fear God, so I know the devil's scared of me. They stole us from our land, they stole our land.
Coming with a mouthful of gold and gold chains around our neck.
That's why they think of airing me, saying what God's saying, like a parakeet preparing for the
Shop the collection now before it sells out. Click the link below and secure yours today.
Welcome to Pillars of Rest, where you can find special material for our sisters, by our sisters. This is a Sons of Thunder exclusive platform focused on building, encouraging, uplifting, and engaging with the daughters of Zion. Here you'll find personalized and interactive content geared towards showing what it truly means to be a pillar of rest. Interviews, scripture breakdowns, tips on motherhood, marriage, and testimonials are just the beginning of the many things to learn from and enjoy in this program.
But there's something that I want the nation to focus on with the little time that I have today. That is brotherhood. Brotherhood, which follows with sisterhood, is the same thing. Brotherhood is the final chamber. See, we can get deep with all the prophecy. We can understand all the breakdowns. But if we can't solve the puzzle of brotherhood, then we've accomplished nothing.
I ain't changing on my brothers, Yahweh forbid. That's Malachiam towards Yakim, don't suffer sin. I pray that y'all keep them grounded and protected by angels. It's the end times and brotherhood is the final chamber. I ain't changing on my brothers, Yahweh forbid. That's Malachiam towards Yakim, don't suffer sin. I pray that y'all keep them grounded and protected by angels. It's the end times and brotherhood is the final chamber. Am I my brother's keeper? Yes I am, yes I am. No evil eye, no crucifix, I never cross. Do all things through Christ, yes I can, yes I can. How you expect to keep the law but don't wanna be taught them? Awesome is he that left examples just for us to follow. I love my brethren, I abide in the light of the Father. Two is better, help your fella if he fall to sin. No greater love than laying down your life for a friend. Gather yourselves together, Jacob, this the latter days. If you enduring to the end, the saints shall be saved. We give them praise and in Yahweh shall we keep the faith. And store our riches in heaven until we reach the gates. I ain't changing on my brothers, Yahweh forbid. That's Malachiam towards Yakim, don't suffer sin. I pray that y'all keep them grounded and protected by angels. It's the end times and brotherhood is the final chamber. I ain't changing on my brothers, Yahweh forbid. That's Malachiam towards Yakim, don't suffer sin. I pray that y'all keep them grounded and protected by angels. It's the end times and brotherhood is the final chamber.
Am I my brother's keeper? That's a law, keep it legal. You are part of my nation, I look at you as an equal. Together make them retreat, divided then they may defeat our common enemy. They absorb itself as the eagle. They kill us at their leisure. Culture they gave us was lethal. We bear witness to their evil. Worst of all with Jim for visa. White Jesus what they feed us. They mentally enslave us though they physically released us. Put spirits on our people. Together they on cold. Only thing I do admire. Unity and brotherhood will make their kingdom soon expire. Zephaniah 2 and 1. That's what the Lord requires. Laws of faith, plus together ye your nation not desire. Final change.
I ain't changing on my brothers, Yahweh forbid. That's Malachiam towards Yakim, don't suffer sin. I pray that y'all keep them grounded and protected by angels. It's the end times and brotherhood is the final chamber. I ain't changing on my brothers, Yahweh forbid. That's Malachiam towards Yakim, don't suffer sin. I pray that y'all keep them grounded and protected by angels. It's the end times and brotherhood is the final chamber.
Thank you for watching. If you wish to donate, you can use Zelle or PayPal. We're the Sons of Thunder. It's our heart's prayer and desire for Israel that they might be saved. Shalom.
Shalom, shalom, Yasha Allah, shalom. We like to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Mashiach, Yahweh Shah. Like to give a hearty shalom to the elders who've been pushing this truth for a very long time. A special shalom to General Yahweh all, okay? And like to give a hearty shalom to the nation. Brothers and sisters, we got a very necessary lesson for you brothers and sisters this evening. Okay, I shortened the panel on purpose tonight. Okay, I talked to the brother, Captain Yazabat, and told him, hey, look, me and you just need to do this. Okay, we need to do this for a reason. All right, colorism and reverse colorism equals racism and hypocrisy. I'm going to say that again. Colorism and reverse colorism equals racism and hypocrisy. All right. And this is amongst our nation. Okay. This is amongst our nation. We got some very hypocritical ways there, Israel. And we got to talk about this. As Sons of Thunder continues our brotherhood campaign. Okay. We gotta teach our brothers and sisters, all right, some life lessons. Because a lot of life lessons were missed. Okay. We didn't come up in the manner in which we should, which is under the laws, the statutes, and commandments. Give me that in the book of Psalms, okay, chapter 78, start at verse number 3, real quick. We're going to bring up the feast day calendar here in a minute, okay, but brothers, we're going to move in the spirit, all right? Sisters, we're going to move in the spirit tonight, right? I think that's Psalm 78. Give me verse number 3, Malak.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 38 and verse 3.
78, Malak.
Salakia.
78,
Psalms
right?
chapter 78 and verse 3. Salakia.
What'd that say?
Which we have heard and known, and our fathers have told us. We will not hide them from their children, showing to the generations to come the praise of the Lord and his strength and his wonderful works that he hath done.
That's not what I want. Give me, what do I want? 70. I want where it says we were supposed to keep the commandments from the beginning. Okay, and pass them on to our children. What scripture is that?
Let me get it real quick. I think that was it, Odawan. If I keep reading down.
What did it say? Where we at? Go to 6.
For he established,
For he established, read that part.
Verse 5. For he established a testimony in Jacob.
78. Read that.
For he established a testimony in Jacob and appointed a law in Israel, which he commanded our fathers, that they should make them known to their children.
All right, so the law was supposed to be passed down from generation to generation, right? Because we're commanded to teach our children, all right, the law. Husbands are commanded to teach their wives the law. Right. This is our way. And because we didn't do that, we are a confused people, even in this truth. Even in this truth, and we're going to talk about this tonight. We're going to have a real discussion. Okay? You want to know something, brothers and sisters? This is a topic that I've always wanted to talk about. It's a very touchy topic. Okay? We found time to do it, but I even learned some things in going through this. I learned some things about myself. Okay? I learned some things about us as a people, right? And how we think. And I got to share this with you. Okay, we got some very interesting clips and material for you as well. Okay, so your brothers and sisters need to tune in. Make sure you share, all right, this material so other brothers and sisters can be edified. Okay. Hey, right now, I want to jump over to our feast day calendar. Okay. Jump over to our feast day calendar, brothers and sisters. Okay. We have the new moon, 12th month, coming up February the 16th at evening. Okay. February the 16th at evening. We're going to link up in Atlanta, Georgia. Okay. If you would like to commune with the Sons of Thunder Israelites for our new moon, 12th month, go ahead and send us an email at sotfeastday@gmail.com. Okay, I'm going to scroll that banner across the bottom so you all can get in contact with us. We want to see you, especially you brothers and sisters that show us love in our classes. We send generous donations. We got brothers who show up, brothers and sisters that show up at camp. We want to give back to you, okay? All right. Spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai, giving us the word. We want to feed you, brothers and sisters, as well. Okay, and we just want a fellowship. We want to be brotherly and sisterly with you, brothers and sisters. Con?
That's right, Con.
Okay. Sons of Thunder, we on a brotherhood campaign. Okay, we're not backing down from it. All right, the Most High God has put this spirit on us, and we're going to continue. All right, we're going to continue on this path. Con?
Con.
Because the scriptures tell us to gather ourselves together. Zephaniah chapter 2 and 1. Okay. It's like brothers and sisters just want to ignore that scripture. Okay. Right. Brothers and sisters want to ignore that scripture. All right. Hey, look. Let me go ahead and focus. Okay. Hey, we got the destruction of Nicanor coming up February 28th at evening. All right. The Feast of Purim. Right. March the 1st and the 2nd. Remember. All right. That's a 2-day feast. All right, followed by the Passover. Our Passover time frame is going to be from April 1st at evening to April 7th at evening, brothers and sisters. Okay, we want to see you, brothers and sisters, in attendance. Start making your plans now. Okay, Sons of Thunder Israelites colors for our Passover is going to be white, silver, and royal blue. All right, with a hint of sky blue. All right. I say that right, Captain Yazabat?
Another one.
All right. Right. White, silver, royal blue with a hint of sky blue. Khan? Okay. It's going to be the Sons of Thunder Israelites colors for the Passover. We're going to put out some additional information here soon. Okay. But we want to see you, brothers and sisters, in attendance. If you would like a copy of this calendar, you can send us an email at sotfeastday@gmail.com. You can screenshot it if you're computer savvy, or you can show up to camp, okay? And we'll give you a hard copy, brothers and sisters, okay? We'll give you a hard copy in your hand, just like we can go ahead and mail it off to you, all right? So we want to see you, brothers and sisters, in attendance for our feast days, all right? We love you, brothers and sisters, and we want to show our gratitude. Con? All right, and brothers and sisters need to experience these feast days. All right, they need to experience these things. They're a beautiful thing. Okay, the spirit. Okay, it's like no other. All right, especially when the general is teaching. Okay, you brothers and sisters can really learn some things when we're in the spirit kicking doctrine at the feast days. It's just a different experience. Con other one. All right, but hey, Captain Yazabad, we got to get into this, man.
Let's dive in. Other one.
We got to get into this because I'm pretty sure. All right, in life, I know where you from, brother. Okay. Oh, yeah. I lived in that area, okay, for a small time. I know where you from, and I want, while we go through this, we're going to talk about some experiences, okay? My brother is a darker skinned brother. You got me. I'm a lighter skinned brother. Okay, we got different experiences. All right, but they are both relevant. Okay, they are both relevant. Hey, what gauged my attention on this was a conversation from Tachina Arnold. Okay, Tachina Arnold responded to a sister. What was that sister's name? Ari? What was that sister's name? You know who I'm talking about?
The singer.
I don't know if the sister's a singer or not. The sister's name is Ari. I know that much. Okay. But the sister made a comment and said that she felt some kind of way, back when she was coming up. And the The sister said, you know, Martin was one of her favorite shows, and she didn't like the way Tisha Campbell would get, not Tisha Campbell, but Tichina Arnold would get dogged out. You know, she said Tichina Arnold would get dogged out. And the reason why she said that, you know, was because she felt that it was because she was dark skinned. Okay. She said it was dark skinned. Well, Tichina Arnold kind of cleared some things up. You can go back and watch these clips. I can't play every clip tonight, but Tichina Arnold said it wasn't like that. Okay. She said the role was originally for a heavy set, dark skinned sister. Okay. You know, we know Tichina Arnold wasn't heavy set at all. You know, she said she kind of requested some of those jokes to be kind of pushed back based off of her body being snatched. Right. Okay. But, you know, she cleared some things up. But I'm going to tell y'all something. Tichina Arnold also tap danced. I'm getting ready to play this clip. Okay. And I want brothers and sisters to pay attention, because Tichina Arnold, she got a little political on this. Okay. She got a little political on this. But we got to talk about it. Okay, we got to talk about it. All right. And you know, before I pull this up though, all right, some brothers and sisters may not be familiar. I'm gonna share my screen with the terms of colorism and reverse colorism. Okay. So let's show these definitions real quick. Beforehand, I went ahead and I pulled them. Okay, you brothers and sisters should be seeing my screen right now. All right, to make things a little bit quicker, I'm gonna go ahead. All right, and pull these up. Okay, so when it comes to colorism, this is the definition according to Merriam-Webster, our dictionary. Okay, colorism, prejudice or discrimination, especially within a racial or ethnic group, favoring people with lighter skin over those with darker skin. This is the definition of colorism, okay? All right. It's discrimination, especially within a racial group or ethnic group, right? Favoring lighter skinned people over darker skinned people, right? This is a problem within our community. Okay, this is a problem within our community, right? Now let's go to the definition of reverse racism. Okay, now listen, reverse racism is not in the dictionary. Okay, it is not in the dictionary. It's not a recognized frame, but it has become a common phrase, right? Because there's no definition for the vice versa. There's no definition for discrimination of so-called lighter skinned people. Okay. And, you know, if you be spiritual, all right, and if you be real, that's relevant as well. Okay. So we took to AI to find out what reverse colorism is by definition. So reverse colorism is a controversial term describing prejudice or discrimination aimed at individuals with lighter skin, all right, often within marginalized communities of color. Okay, all right, so those would be the definitions. Okay, I needed to make sure we cleared that up before we dive in, because we got to talk about this. Okay, we got to talk about this, family. It's a big deal. Okay, we got to understand, you know, as we go on this brotherhood campaign, you know what I mean? We got to make some stops. We got to clear some things up. We got to reteach our people. All right, I see Cash Boy, J Money. You're absolutely right, Cash Boy. We're going to touch that. All right, this is as a result of the Willie Lynch letter. Okay, Willie Lynch has a whole lot to do with this. Okay, but the thing is, Cash Boy, J Money, our problem still exists today. Okay, it is 2026. Okay, and our problems still exist today. Okay, we got to talk about this. This is a real issue. All right, so fair use, fair use. Show me some love in the chat. Y'all know the deal. Show me some love in the chat. Fair use, fair use. And let's hear what old Tichina Arnold All right. Star from the show Martin has to say, all right, as she talks about this on one of the very many interviews that she did. All right, referring to this topic. Pay attention.
Colorism happens as well.
Oh yeah, dude.
And I remember people don't realize that reverse colorism happens as well.
Oh yeah, dude.
And I remember Tisha, she would cry sometimes. It would be so bad because we had a live studio audience, and the girls, the black girls would come in, and they were there for Martin, you know, and that was Martin, like this Def Comedy Jam and stuff. So it was that kind of crowd that would come to our shows.
Now I want you to listen to Tisha right now, okay? Tisha, all right. I mean Salapia, Tachina. Tachina's telling you that she watched, as a dark-skinned woman, she watched reverse colorism happen to Tisha Campbell, who was the co-star of the show. Okay, now Tachina kind of tap dances here. Okay, she kind of tap dances here. All right, I want you all to pay attention. All right, to what she's saying.
The black girls would come in, and they were there for Martin.
Black girls would come in, but they were there for Martin because Martin was the star of the show. Martin was doing Def Comedy Jam. He was very popular at the time. Okay, he did House Party with Kid and Play, right? Okay, and you know what I mean? He was doing Def Comedy Jam. He was very popular, right? So she's saying that the girls were there to see Martin. I want you to hear what else she has to say, and you tell me if this makes sense or not.
You know, and that was more like this Def Comedy Jam and stuff. So it was that kind of crowd that would come to our shows. And they would laugh so hard, they would bang on the floor like you would hear. It was just crazy from the laughter of the audience. And every time, the whole first season, every time Tisha would walk out, all you hear was, they would not laugh at her jokes.
Wow.
They treat her.
Now, if you know who Tisha Campbell is, you know that Tisha Campbell is a very light-skinned sister.
Right.
Okay? She is a very light-skinned sister. See, people dropping off already there, Yazabad, because they're ignorant. All right? They don't want to deal with this. All right? They don't want to deal with this. But Tisha Campbell is a very light-skinned sister. A lot of women would show up to these shows, but when Tisha Campbell would come out on the stage to do her parts, a lot of the sisters would sigh at her. Okay? They would do they wouldn't laugh at the jokes, as Tachina is saying. Okay? This right here is called reverse colorism.
Right.
Okay? Tachina Arnold is not going to admit it. She's going to tap dance around it. She's saying that the girls are there for Martin. Okay? Listen to what she's saying. Pay attention.
Her horribly.
That's crazy.
And I was treated fine because, you know, you would think they would be me because I'm going back and forth with him, but no,
Tisha Campbell was treated horribly, but Pam was treated fine.
Right.
And you would think that they would go with her, all right, since they're there for Martin, right? Because she's going back and forth with him. But they would treat her fine. This is called reverse colorism. Right? This is when you call, you know what I mean? Sisters may have felt some kind of way because they chose the lighter sister for the girlfriend role. Right? Tina Arnold is still a beautiful woman. She was very beautiful. Brothers we had a crush on Tina. I think more brothers like Pam more than they like Gina. I know I did.
Right.
Okay. You know, so sisters feel some kind of way, just like today. You know, when I couldn't play the clips that I got from these youth, man. The YNs, the YNs were going in, man. It's rough amongst our youth. Okay, It's too much profanity, too much vulgar language, and actually it was ridiculous. Okay, what these young folk were talking about. But just like today, when most brothers, I'm going to say this again, most brothers prefer light-skinned sisters. Okay, and that's a problem because there's a reason why they do. And we're going to talk about this. Okay, I wanted to open up, right, with this. Okay, I'm going to play the rest of this, but I wanted to open up with this so we can see where we're coming from. But Tachina is tap dancing right now. She's tap dancing. She don't want to tell the real deal. Let me bag it up just a little bit.
They would not laugh at her jokes. Wow. They treated her horribly.
That's crazy.
And I was treated fine because, you know, you would think they would be me because I'm going back and forth with him. But no, they did not want Martin having a girlfriend. Wow. She just so happened to be.
It's not his real girlfriend. I can see it. That was his real woman, but they're acting.
Right.
That makes no sense. Come on, Tachina. We're grown folk. We ain't got a lot to kick it.
Salaki.
Go ahead, man.
Kind of the wine. Like the studio audience know that this is all make believe. It's not real. The reason that those women do that, they're doing that to her is because they see a light skin, and they'll contribute beauty with lighter skin. So they got this little war within themselves. Like, I don't like her because they feel like she looks better than her. So they're gonna project that and be like, of course, snobby or rude to the sister. Yeah, the other one.
Right, but where does this come from, Captain Yazabat? Like, go ahead.
That definitely comes from slavery. It comes from slavery. You pitting the dark skin against the light skin.
That's right. Okay, it definitely comes from slavery. Now, you know, when I asked that question, okay, because we're gonna talk about Willie Lynch, you know, it's so deeply rooted into society. Okay, and everything we do, you know, we got to understand, you know, where we get our thinking from. If you're not in the scriptures and you're not occupied with the Bible and the law, right? And you're on social media and you're watching TV, there's nothing wrong with taking a break. Okay. And you're listening to the radio, this, that, and the third. It is so easy to get caught up, right? And what the world is throwing at you. Unless you're in Atlanta, unless you're in Houston, okay, and some of these major cities, all right, where Black folk are prominent, Baltimore, okay, you're not going to see a dark-skinned news anchor. It's not happening. Okay, you're going to see a lighter-skinned news anchor, right? The majority of your actors are going to be of lighter skin. And this is done purposely because the lighter skin Black folk are closer to the white image. And the white image has been portrayed as the epitome of beauty. Okay? And we don't understand that. You know, you can go, I'm going to say this, and I'm going to say this boldly. I'm going to say this boldly because I done been amongst a few congregations in Israel. And the thing is I've been able to view some congregations in Israel just on YouTube. Okay, some, you know, weddings and stuff like that, or ceremonies. Do you know that a large percentage of the wives, the chosen wives in Israel, are of the lighter complexion? Oh, this plagues us too. Okay, I don't care if you don't like it. You need to hear this. Okay, you need to hear this. The large majority, all right, of the chosen wives in Israel amongst us are of the lighter persuasion. Okay? And when it comes to the brothers, you know, it's a little different, right? You know? A lot of brothers out here, they cleave toward that light-skinned woman because of, you know what I mean, the images that are portrayed to us.
Right.
Okay? It's almost like the paper sack brown test, you know, or the the doll test.
Yeah,
that they
the baby doll
kids.
test.
You know what I'm saying, brother?
You
know what I mean? It's still going on. You know, it's still going on. There are beautiful darker skinned sisters or brown skinned sisters amongst us. You know, and that's whether or not you're in, you know, the nation of Israel or not. You know what I mean? We have to stop with this because this is literally racism within our own race, and we're hypocritical. And the reason why I say we're hypocritical, all right, what is this team light skin mess? What is this team dark skin mess? What if somebody posted team white,
right,
or team Caucasian? All right, what if somebody post that? The same people that are posting team light skin and team dark skin are gonna be upset. They're gonna be very furious, brother. You know what I mean? This is ridiculous.
Their own fucking doing. Running around in nails like this, running around in earrings like this, like you people fight every day. You people fight every day. Could you choose any outfit and get up that's like less conducive to fighting? Seriously. They wear wigs that can be pulled out. They put braids in their hair that could rip the rest of their hair out, and then they complain about having alopecia. No, it's self-induced alopecia.
How you feel about that? Don't be quiet now, Israel. All I see Judah the Agape. He's WTF. Don't be quiet now. Okay? Where the sisters at?
Team dark skin.
How you feel about this?
Come on, team dark skin.
How do you feel about it? This offends you. But it shouldn't. Okay? Because we racist with each other within our own race. This is despicable. All right, we got our own problems to fix. Right? How we gonna talk about these dogs, right? And we hate each other.
Right.
Okay. So you hate the next person because that person's doggone light skin, or you hate this person because they're dark skin. Go ahead, Cap.
Another one. And that's why these people feel like they can do stuff like that, because they know there's no unity with you. It ain't no unity with y'all. Y'all ain't gonna stand up for each other because you guys are beefing with each other about who's lighter or who's darker. Or the brothers, it's a meme that goes around sometimes. Light-skinned brothers do things like this, dark-skinned brothers do it like this. And it's always like the light-skinned brother always got the effeminate or homosexual way of doing things versus how it looks when a dark-skinned brother do it. That's stuff right. Like that. I mean, it's very immature for our people to still behave like that, right? And especially put that out for other people to laugh at us, not with us, but laugh at us.
It's a shame, brother. Okay, that's right. That's right there, soldier. Okay, he said the School Days movie had this. You know what I mean? Hey, School Days was rough, man. Okay, and that portrayed, you know, the light skin versus the dark skin very well. They even had the fraternity setting, okay, which is still relevant today. Okay, it's still relevant today. They're still playing those Greek games. Okay, and our people are all in it. Okay, our social norms are doggone backwards, man. Right. We have no clue that we're going to continue to stay stagnant as long as we play this game. We have to address this issue. That's right there now, y'all. That's the word, man. You should have heard how YNs was talking, man. I couldn't even play it, man. It was bad. The light-skinned brothers is soft and the dark-skinned brothers is gangsters. That right there, all right, is what is portrayed. But we know that's not true. Yazabad, you a gangster? Ask me if I'm soft.
I don't want. I know you ain't soft. I don't want you soft.
I mean, this is ridiculous. You know.
Good.
It's almost like I'm gonna tell you how ridiculous our brothers and sisters sound. Like the Most High God, all right, when he's creating us, all right, you take this spirit, hey, I'm going to take this spirit, all right, oh, I'm going to make this joker light skinned. Okay, hey, I'm going to place him in the suburbs because he's light skinned. Oh, dark skinned brother, I'm going to place him in the projects. No, it don't work like that.
All right.
Okay, it doesn't work like that at all. You know what I mean? And we really have to stop this. All right, we got to stop this, and we got to doggone gather ourselves together because we need to understand that this started. Okay, because number one, give me the book of Deuteronomy 28 and verse number 54 to begin.
All
right, give me Deuteronomy. Chapter 28 and verse 54. Go ahead.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 54, and it reads, so that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eyes shall be evil toward his brother.
All right, so the man that is tender among you and very delicate, meaning we were very genuine with one another. Okay? When we decided to break that covenant with the Most High God, the Most High God said, I'm going to curse you. And I'm going to make you hate your brother, which is a commandment. It's a commandment to love your brother. It is a commandment to love your neighbor. It's a commandment to love your sister. Right?
That's right.
But we literally are allowing this mess, okay, from years ago to still taint us and make us stagnant as a people. Okay, that's right. You know how many times I was called Chico DeBarge there, Jerome Yahweh? Okay, back in school, you know what I mean? You know, and throughout the years, you know, your light-skinned brothers ain't in style no more. Ain't nobody told you that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Stuff was funny. You know what I mean? But when you got hard, you know what I'm saying? When you came up a certain way and you got, you know, got the little bit of the mouth of God, you ain't worried about that. You feel me? Okay, you got to have a little strong mind. Same thing should go, you know, for the dark-skinned brother as well, you know? But the thing is not to have animosity and envy toward your own people. That's wild, okay? We're allowing this to continue today. Continue on. All right, matter of fact, jump down to verse 56, Malak.
Verse 56, and it reads, the tender and delicate woman among you, which would not adventure to set the sole of her foot upon the ground. For delicateness and tenderness, her eyes shall be evil toward her husband of her bosom.
Her eyes going to be evil toward the husband of her bosom, read.
And toward her son.
And toward her son. Okay? Do you know how many people out here, right, hate their own children? Okay? Because of the abuse that they've encountered over the years. You know, they may, you know, hate a shade. They may hate dark-skinned people, or they may hate light-skinned people. And if their children come out that shade, their children suffer. Read that part again.
Another one. Salakia, her eyes shall be evil toward the husband of her bosom. And toward her son.
Right.
And toward her daughter. And toward her young one that cometh out from between her feet.
So your children have to put up with this mess as well. Okay, and it's not fair. It is not fair, brothers and sisters. Okay? We gotta doggone get over this hump. All right? We gotta get over this hump. I want to visit, all right, the Willie Lynch letter, or a section of the Willie Lynch letter. Okay, that's referring to this point. Okay, can brothers and sisters see this? Okay, can brothers and sisters see this? I want to go ahead and read it off Telegram because I can't really read it on here. Let me pull this up, brothers.
You can see it on the screen, I don't want.
Okay, but I can't read it though. If you can read it, you go ahead and read it. You can start. Go ahead, King.
All right, second paragraph that's underlined.
Yeah, I mean, I got it right here, Malak. Okay. I'm going to start from where it says, I have outlined. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So pay attention, brothers and sisters. All right. This right here is a section of the Willie Lynch letter, all right, as it pertains to this topic. All right. I have outlined a number of differences among the slaves. I take these differences and I make them bigger. I use fear, distrust, and envy for control purposes. These methods have worked on my modest plantation in the West Indies, and it will work throughout the South. Take this simple little list of differences and think about them. On the top of my list is age, but it is only because it starts with an A. The second is color or shade. All right, so we're talking about taking the old and putting them against the young. All right, now we're talking about taking the dark skin and putting them against the light skin. Okay, this was doggone started by your slave masters. Okay, this is who it was started by, and we still carry this today as if it's tradition. Okay, got to snap out of it.
That's right.
All right, it's not funny. All right, it's tearing us apart. It's putting us at odds with each other. Okay, and believe it or not, according to the book of 1 John, we become murderers. Because if you hate your brother in your heart, you're a murderer.
That's right.
God?
God, I want.
All right. Color or shade. There is intelligence, size, sex, size of plantation, status of plantation. So sex, male against female. Okay. All right. The status of your plantation. Think about that. I come from this family. My family's name is this. Right?
Right.
And they get more of amenities, right? And they get better treatment because of the name of their family, because they may come from a little bit of wealth. That stuff was doggone put in place by your slave master. You walking around here think you better than the next man because of your family's name.
God.
All right. Attitude of owners. Whether the slaves live in the valley or on the hill. Okay. All right. You live in the doggone projects, right? You living in the slums.
Right.
Right. You live in the doggone trailer park. You know what I mean? You doggone second tier. Right. But if you live, okay, on the street, right, where you got houses that are not put together so much, you so-called black, but you better off. Get out of here.
Right.
All right. You still considered to be 3/5 of a human being, and they'll call you an NIGGA in a heartbeat.
God.
All right. The slave lives in the valley on the hill, east, west, north, south. Think about this. Y'all can't cook up north. Okay.
Right.
All right. The dirty, dirty south is where it's at. Okay. Them jokers some freaks over there on the west coast. All right. Those people are doggone weird on the East Coast, putting us against one another.
Every aspect, too, Ottawa.
Every aspect. Okay, we act as if, you know what I mean? We carrying the doggone rebel flag with this North-South mess.
Right, right.
Right? Okay, it's ridiculous. All right, even having fine hair or coarse hair, or tall and short. I'm going to say this again. Or tall and short. This is very imperative right here. We're going to talk about this a little bit later, but I want you to remember tall and short. This is Willie Lynch. Remember when I told y'all I learned something about myself? Okay? I learned some things studying this lesson here and going over these things and listening to people's stories. Okay? This was doggone pit against us by our enemies. All right? I'm going to go ahead and continue. I'm going to read this very, very fast. Okay? Don't forget, you must pitch the old black male versus the young black male, and the young black male against the old black male. You must use the dark-skinned slaves versus the light-skinned slaves, the light-skinned slaves versus the dark-skinned slaves. You must use the females versus the male and the male versus the female. you must have all your white servants and overseers distrust all blacks, because it is necessary that your slaves trust and depend on us. It is necessary that your slaves trust and depend on the white man. Okay? They must love, respect, and trust only us. Now, how you gonna love somebody who beating the skin off your back? Okay, this is why we deal with Stockholm Syndrome today. Okay, it's a sickness, brothers and sisters, right? But we're allowing this to carry on, all right? In 2026, stop teaching your children that. Because of the trauma that you went through, stop telling your children, don't trust them dark-skinned people. You only deal with people who light-skinned like us. We team light-skinned over here. Or, oh, don't trust no light-skins. Hey, baby girl, don't bring no light-skinned man over here. Hey, look, we trying to keep them babies, all right, dark around here. So you light-skinned, this is what they told me coming up. This is what they told me coming up. Hey, you light-skinned brothers, you need to go deal with a dark-skinned woman. Okay, deal with a dark-skinned woman, because them babies is too light-skinned. We ain't trying to bring too many more light-skinned babies up. They got to be brown. And you light-skinned sisters, you deal with a dark-skinned man. Right? And I want you to think about what's going on today. You light-skinned sisters, y'all deal with a dark-skinned man because we don't want, all right, these light-skinned babies to keep on being produced. It has nothing to do with skin tone, brothers and sisters. We're going to talk about this. Okay? It has absolutely nothing to do with skin tone, but we've allowed this to happen. And we're very proud when it comes to these topics. Okay? Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, I want to start showing you a couple testimonies, okay? Captain Yazabad, you want to talk about this, man, and kind of give some of your personal testimony, man, because I know you said you had the testimony, brother.
I the one like with that the dark skin, light skin thing. I had
hey, you want to talk about it now? Go ahead and talk about it now.
No, it's lucky. I can wait out one.
All right, so I'm just going to play a video real quick, and trust me, you'll probably want to talk about it after the fact, okay? All right, but brothers and sisters, fair use, pay attention, all right, and listen to this brother's testimony. All right, listen to what our brother had to go through. Fair use. Show me some love in the chat.
I had an Aunt Bessie. That devil lived to be about 95 years old. I don't know why devils live a long time. The lady was a devil, man. Aunt Bessie didn't like dark-skinned kids. And my parents sent me to the family reunion. They didn't go, they sent me with my aunt and uncle. Nobody to fend for me. And Bessie had a field day with my little black behind. I was, as you can see, chocolate brother, so I was a chocolate kid, and growing up in Mississippi to a fair-skinned lady who hated dark-skinned children. And this stays with me because oftentimes people are like, oh my God, you're so handsome, so beautiful. And you're hearing it from me. I don't see what people see. I'm just being honest. I just don't. And here's why. I had one encounter after another that will cause mental and emotional pain that will scar you. So by the time I was 31, I felt like I lived to be 50 because it was just compounding pain. So we at the family reunion, house full of kids, everybody's eating pizza. I grabbed my pizza. Bessie said, "You gonna sit your black ass right out there with Penny. You can't eat in my house." And I said, huh? She said, you cannot bring your black ass in my house. Sit out there with Penny. Penny was a dog. I can still see the little boy today sitting on the step eating a piece, and nobody came and said, Bessie, you're wrong.
That's crazy.
This is wild, man. Okay. The brother's traumatized. Okay. He said he still sees, you know, that little boy sitting on the steps still to this day. Brother say he get compliments from women, but he can't even receive it.
All right.
Okay.
That's wicked, man.
Go ahead, guy. Hey, go ahead, man.
That's what living in Esau society has done to our people. She made her nephew eat with a dog because he's dark skinned. And like if that brother couldn't recognize what was going on, he would be one of these brothers walking around saying MAGA, wearing MAGA hats.
Right.
And thinking Esau don't do nothing wrong, right? But that stuff is that type of trauma from when you're a child. It could lead you on a bad path, especially how you deal with women. As far as how you raise your children,
right?
You're gonna raise your children and say, hey, if you have a dark, you're gonna try to lay with or have children with a lighter skin or maybe a white woman because you're in fear that your child will look like you. If I ain't mistaken, I remember Kodak Black was saying that a while ago. He only wanted to deal with light skinned girls because.
It's funny that you said that, man. I got Kodak. I didn't. I'm gonna record that and I'm gonna put it on here. Okay, go ahead, King.
I got it. Another one, but Kodak was saying he only deal with like lighter skinned girls. But yet, the if I'm not mistaken, his son is dark skinned just like him. But when he got this success, when you get success, you got to get what you acclimate with success, white, something closer to the white man. So he wants a lighter skinned woman instead of a woman that looks like him, a dark skinned Haitian woman. Well, ain't nothing wrong with that. But brothers get that success and they let it go to their head and they think lighter is better because Esau did a number on our people. And I even see I've actually witnessed how a family of dark-skinned people would treat the light-skinned baby better than they'll treat the regular all the other kids that look like them. They'll put the light-skinned baby on a pedestal. Two kids do the same thing, but the light-skinned baby will be held, they'll be coddled a little more. They won't be as harsh on them with the punishment. That all stems from the slavery that we've been through, the Willie Lynch letter. That house Negro and that slave, right? That's what it stems from. When you associate the house, they don't do no hard work. They are the lighter skinned people that's in the house, and all the dark skinned folks is in the field. And I yield all the one.
Yeah, Con, I'm getting ready to upload this Kodak video.
Con.
Okay. Yeah, but the brother's right. I see the brother's question. Okay. The brother ran MK5 1B. Right. The brother, he says, did any other light-skinned people grow up, with people assuming you thought you were better than anyone? I did, brother. Okay. People always assume that. All right. The thing is my people didn't raise me that way, though. My people didn't raise me that way. I didn't really start experiencing it until I got out of high school. Right. I had dark-skinned friends, I had light-skinned friends. We looked at each other the same. You know what I mean? It was all innocent. No discrimination. First time I heard it was a sister. I tried to run up on a sister and get her number. The sister told me she didn't like light-skinned dudes. You know what I mean? That baffled me. I didn't understand it. I really didn't understand it. And I didn't ask her why or whatever the case may be, but it just made me inquire, you know what I mean, about, what's going on. It wasn't the fact that it was rejection. It's just that there was no explanation and it was just weird. You know what I mean?
All right.
And I start noticing, you know what I mean? I start noticing the reverse colorism, a little bit after that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, people would definitely assume that you feel like you're better than them just because you're light skinned, just based off of the things that they heard. Okay, the things that they heard and some things that they've seen, just like the brother just gave his testimony. There's people out here really like that. So, brother Rand, you just heard the testimony from this brother. All right. He had an auntie that thought she was better than dark-skinned people. So there's people out here really like that. But you got a lot of people that will hold other people's feet to the fire based off other people's actions, and it's not fair. Right. Okay. And this is why we got to clean this up amongst our community. All right. I apologize. I'm sending this video over to the Telegram right now, and I'm going to post it. Okay. So you can hear what Kodak got to say. Okay. But as we wait on Kodak's video to upload, I want you all to hear from another brother. Okay. And then I want to start putting this thing together. Okay. Because we got some people, got some intelligent brothers and sisters that got something to say. Okay. I want y'all to hear what this light-skinned brother got to say. Listen to what he got to say. Fair use, fair use. Show me some love in the chat.
And myself, I'm not biracial. For the people that keep saying that I'm biracial for some reason, I guess you think that's a valid way to debunk my arguments, which it hasn't debunked any of my arguments yet. I try to stay away from the whole light skin versus dark skin thing because I think it's overdone, but I figured I'd put in my 2 cents about it eventually. And this is where I get completely lost in black rhetoric. First, we say that black people come in all colors, meaning that the darkest black person can make the lightest black person. Then we get mad at darker skinned men for dating lighter skinned women, even though
the brother cooking. Okay. You know how many times that I've heard, it normally would come from older people, back in the day. They would say, hey, look, it don't matter. Black people are beautiful and we're beautiful in all shades. Okay. When somebody somebody of lighter skin, right, would, get an accomplishment or an achievement, hey, we're taking and we're accepting him or we're accepting her. You know what I mean? But any other time, we're opposing him or her, right? Right. Okay. Listen to what the brother is saying. He's making a lot of sense. I'm gonna pull him back a little bit. Pay attention, family. Fair use, fair use.
Get completely lost in black rhetoric. First, we say that black people come in all colors, meaning that the darkest black person can make the lightest black person. Then we get mad at darker skinned men for dating lighter skinned women, even though lighter skinned women are still considered black, whether they're mixed or not. Then we take the accomplishments of mixed and lighter skinned people and consider that as our own. So my question is do you want light skinned people to separate themselves from the black race entirely? Let us know.
Hey, the brother just said, F it, man. He ready to give up. He ready to make up your mind. What do you want? That's how certain people feel. You know what I mean? You really shouldn't feel that way. This is a very corrupt world. It's a very evil world. You know what I mean? We're living amongst, a lawless generation and a lawless society. All right. And when I say lawless, I'm speaking about the Most High God's laws. Con. And it starts first with that hate. All right. Hey, Captain Yalzabad spoke about Kodak. Let y'all hear what Kodak got to say. Okay. Fair use, fair use. Show me some love in the chat. And we know Kodak.
more chubby, heavy-set women. He could say that and nobody won't get mad at him. I just said I don't like women with my complexion. I like light-skinned women. I want you to be lighter than me. I love African-American women, but I just don't like my skin complexion.
Okay. Well, I like your skin complexion.
We too gutter. Black people, my complexion, we too gutter. Light-skinned women, they more sensitive, you know?
There's some dark-skinned women out here sensitive.
No, they too tough. They too tough. Light-skinned women, we could break them down more easy, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You see how Kodak takes the stereotype. He said, look at me. Look at my skin type. We more gutter. We more rugged. But see, the light-skinned women, I don't want to deal with no dark-skinned woman. But a light-skinned woman, you know, I can take and I can break her down. Kodak, I don't know what hood you doggone from, brother. Okay. But I know some rough light-skinned sisters. Okay.
Right.
All right. They'll throw down in the street. All right. Like men.
Dirty red.
Right. It's psychologically, right, infused in our people's mind. Right. That whatever master tells you is true. Okay, whatever master tells you is true. Go ahead, King.
Another one. He said something key when he was talking that lets you know his whole, even with that success, that brother said, I don't like my skin complexion. He said he don't like his color.
Yep.
That's self-hatred. And it's if you would never hear one of these famous white artists say, I don't like my color. But that brother got success, and he's openly saying that on camera, like, I don't like my color. Like, he don't even realize how insecure he sounds.
Right.
Saying he like light-skinned women because I don't want no woman that look like me. It's like, it's very simple minded. That's why our kids shouldn't look up to these so-called celebrities.
That's right, brother.
They have no wisdom or understanding. Now, Christ is depicted as a dark-skinned brother.
Right.
Are you gonna say you're not gonna worship Christ because he's dark-skinned? You like, brother, you look like Christ. You're the same complexion as Christ, bro. It's like the simplicity of our people.
But see, Kodak, you know, at this time, you know, Kodak know the truth. You know, Elder Kahan, all right, the mighty priest out of the Light of Zion, was teaching Kodak in prison. You know, the Light of Zion, they have a prison ministry. And Kahan actually, I apologize. I'm out of order. Okay. Priest Kahan or Elder Kahan, you know, actually, you know, sat down with Kodak and taught that brother this truth. So Kodak knows who he is, all right, according to the scriptures. All right, but we know that Kodak also, you know, he deals with drugs. A lot of times when you see Kodak, you know, he be kind of off.
I think this was before he had got locked up as well.
You know,
early in his career.
So it's a sad thing, you know, but like we said before, even in this truth, you know, the colorism still exists. Okay, the reverse colorism still exists, right? Which makes it racism within our own race and utter hypocrisy. Okay, we're going to continue to tell you this. We have to shake out. This is a problem. Okay, there's envy, there's jealousy when there doesn't need to be any of that. We're supposed to be moving in the spirit.
Sure.
I'm going to say something, right, that we often frown at as Israelites. We really shouldn't be thinking about skin tone. Okay.
Right.
All right. We're supposed to be thinking about the spirit of a person. Okay. And we're supposed to be operating in the spirit. Give me that in the book of Galatians chapter 5. Give me Galatians 5 real quick and verse number 25. Okay. Give me Galatians 5 and 25.
God, this is the book of Galatians chapter 5 and verse 25. And it reads, if we live in the spirit, let us also walk in the spirit. Let us not be desirous of vain glory.
So if we live in the spirit, let us walk in the spirit. Okay? Let us not be desirous of vainglory. Okay? All of this stuff that's talked about, all of this stuff that's put before our face. Okay? Hey, you got to be lighter complected to do this. Okay? We're not going to accept you doggone light-skinned jokers in the doggone black community because of this. All right? That's vain. All right? Who cares about that glory? Why you bleaching your skin, Eve? Right? Who cares about that? Why are you envying your oppressor? Continue to read out.
Another one. Provoking one another.
Doing what?
Envying. Provoking one another.
Provoking one another. All right? That's exactly what they want us to do. Do you think Chinese brothers and sisters are warring with each other about their skin tone? Do you think they're warring with each other over their skin tone? Do you think the East Indian man and woman are warring over their skin tone, who's lighter and who's darker? No, they're going to take care of each other. They're going to keep their business and their money within their community. Okay? They're not going to hate on each other.
Right.
All right? You think the white man cares about who's tan? All right? Or who's more paler? Who's pale? You know what I mean? Come on, man. What are we doing?
Right.
No, only us. It's only us. That's right there, Captain DeRock. Our Dominican brother will tell you that thing. Okay? Me no black. Okay? Black as hell.
Right.
Okay? But they'll tell you they're not black. The doggone, the Puerto Rican man will teach his Puerto Rican daughter, don't deal with them doggone criminals. Don't deal with them thugs. Okay? And you know I'm telling the truth, Ephraim. You know I'm telling the truth. Don't deal with them. Okay? They're no good. Okay? I don't care if he got them strings hanging off his clothes and he got a Bible in his hand. All right? No good. All right? You go get you a white man. You tell me I'm lying, Ephraim. Okay, shout out to our brother, man. Let me get his name right.
Azaziah.
Azaziah. Is that our brother that gave a $20 donation?
Oh, Salakia.
Okay, our brother. Easy 622.
Oh, easy 622.
All right, give a $20 donation. He says, I remember growing up in North Carolina, right after segregation there, being picked on for being dark-skinned man, for being a dark-skinned man. At that time, a dark-skinned child. Okay, I'm saddened at the fact that you had to go through that, brother, because it's a shame that we got to experience this type of hate from our own people, right? When we already experienced worse hate from the other nations. It makes no sense. Read that in Zephaniah 2:1.
Another one.
That is Zephaniah real quick. Brothers and sisters, we have to change this. It's not funny. Okay, and look, I'm going to be honest with you. Now, before Captain Yazabak gets this scripture, I need y'all to hear me, man. Listen, I can't even play the footage from the YNs that I pulled. It's bad amongst the YNs. This light-skinned, dark-skinned war is bad. It's horrible. It's worse than when we was coming up, y'all. It's worse.
Man, I can imagine another one, and they gonna have kids.
So, and they gonna have kids, and they're gonna teach their children this ignorance. Okay, it's we got to talk about some other things. You brothers and sisters, y'all hang around. We're not gonna keep you too long. All right, but read that real quick. Zephaniah chapter 2 and verse 1.
Another one. This is the book of Zephaniah chapter 2 verse 1. Gather yourselves together, yea, gather together, O nation not desired.
The scriptures tell us to gather ourselves together. Okay. O nation not desired. All right. So he talking about the whole nation. It doesn't matter if you're Ephraim or Judah, if you're Manasseh or Benjamin. Okay, we're supposed to be gathering ourselves together. Don't matter if you're light skin or dark skin, and that's an easy one. Okay, if you're an Israelite, meaning you've been tried by the Spirit. All right, I've said this on countless occasions. The heathen can't understand this word, and the heathen is not going to keep the commandments. That's what the Bible says. Okay? You know, it's always, you know, if you see, you know, a brother or a sister with curly hair, or you see a brother or sister with lighter skin, okay, hey, the jury is out on that sister. The jury is out on that brother. Hey, we're going to have to dig. Okay, but our brothers and our sisters don't think, man. They don't think. Don't you know that our people dwelt amongst the Canaanites first? Don't you know that our people were amongst the Egyptians first? We were near Africans, so-called Africans today. They would be Africans today. And our people mingled and mixed with them. Right? So that tag, you know what I mean? You know, that mixed tag or whatever the case may be that we put on our brothers. No, we don't know who is unless you're tried by the Spirit. Okay? I remember when brothers was attacking the guerrilla Hebrew and Hassad, man, back with those Negro only jokers that was attacking them. It was bad. I'm like, it's doggone hard as these brothers go in the Spirit. I know the Most High God is dealing with it. The Spirit on them. You know what I mean? Right. How can you deny that? They can't understand the Bible like that, right? Right. Okay. It was letting me know at that time, man, our people are at odds with each other, and we in the truth. It makes no sense. Okay. This is why we got to gather ourselves together. We've been talking to brothers and sisters for the past few months about this doggone camp banging and this, that, and the third. All right. We got to get over that hump as well. There's a lot of humps we got to get over, right? Before we can get the kingdom. This thing is not just going to be handed to us, right? We got some fixing to do, Israel.
Another one.
Okay. I mean, we got a lot of hate in us. Where does this derive from? All right, Malcolm even tried to warn us about this, right? Right. Malcolm even tried to warn us.
Your hair. Who taught you to heat the color of your skin to such extent that you bleach to get like the white man? Who taught you to hate the shape of your nose and the shape of your lips? Who taught you to hate yourself from the top of your head to the soles of your feet? Who taught you to hate your own kind? Who taught you to hate the race that you belong to? So much so that you don't want to be around each other. No, before you come asking Mr. Muhammad, does he teach hate? You should ask yourself, who taught you to hate being what God gave you?
Hey, who taught you this? Who taught you light skin versus dark skin? Right? Who taught you this? My oppressor.
That's right.
Okay. We know that. That's the thing about it is our people know this, man. They know this, but they still want to carry on. Okay. You know what I mean? You got light-skinned folk that love the prestige, you know what I mean, that they're getting, you know what I mean, because they can move ahead, you know. Then you got dark-skinned people that want to keep it in the community and exclude, you know, the light-skinned folk, you know, and it's just very hypocritical. We're going to stay where we at if we keep on moving like this. Go ahead, Cap. You was trying to say something.
I was going to say, and it's all to make themselves feel better in society. You'll talk about somebody light skinned and these light skinned people, this and that, to prop yourself up, your self worth up, because you want to feel like you're not light skinned and I'm better than them because of whatever. And some of the light skins will do the same thing.
Right.
You would talk bad about dark skinned people because you feel like you're closer to Esau. You're looking like him. You're more acceptable by him. You're more tolerable by him. They can tolerate you because you're light skinned. I had me and my friend is light skinned. He's like your complexion, other one.
Mm-hmm.
We both going for the same job. When I was younger, I was bigger. I was a heavy set guy. I was heavy set. I was like 400 pounds. Right. I was a big kid. I was a big dude. We both went in. We both was big boys. We went in there, got a interview. He got the job. I didn't get the job. The manager was white. We both, talking articulately so we can get the job. So he got the job. I didn't get the job, and I know it's because I'm big, but I'm darker, and it's more intimidating for Esau when you see somebody big and dark skinned versus it's a big light skinned black guy, right? So that's one thing I experienced from that. And certain people they'll grasp onto that, and they'll I'm better because I'm being chosen by Esau, right? I'm being chosen by him, so I'm better than you because of that. And a lot of people run with these narratives that you're better because you are lighter or darker. And Esau hate both of y'all.
Right.
He don't see no complexion. All he see is nigga. And he don't like none of us. He tolerates you, but he don't like you, right?
Exactly. You still there, Malak?
Come on, I'm the other one.
I got the screen pulled up. Yeah, you're absolutely right, King. Okay, you're absolutely right. And I'm gonna tell you something though, Captain Yazabad. I keep saying it, man. Hey, we really got to get to these youth because I'm telling y'all, when you give a chance, brothers and sisters, I want y'all to research this after class or maybe tomorrow sometime. You know what I mean? I want you to research light skin versus dark skin, right? And what you're going to come up with, if you search on social media, what you're going to come up with is a bunch of YNs, right? And they do these what do you call it? They do these when you got the guy with the microphone.
Okay, come up with the little spontaneous interviews.
Little spontaneous interviews. Hey, what do you like, light skin or dark skin? Right? It's like our kids don't understand that this behavior comes from Willie Lynch. We got to educate them. Our children don't understand that this behavior, comes from our slave master. All right, our oppressors. They don't understand that because the ignorance is coming from our parents. The ignorance is coming from our elders, man, to teach these people to be against each other. It's ridiculous. All right. And it's probably based off of your actions, how you treat, certain dark-skinned people or how you treat certain light-skinned people. All right. Kids see everything and they absorb it. Right. It's our own fault and we got to correct it. All right. But I'm going to show you a classroom setting from 17 years ago. All right. Pay attention.
The answer for ignorance is education. And we had a real ignorant incident at the school here one day. Remember those shootings we had? That is the reason I introduced Willie Lynch into the classroom. Because we had black on black crime, kids riding on each other. I think one day we had 3 shootings within like a block radius of the school. So I just figured I got to do something. I got to combat this ignorance with education. And we were acting like Willie Lynch wanted us to act. And nobody knew who he was. The kids didn't know who he was. So I said, to change a person's actions, I got to change their thinking. And that was the reason I brought Willie Lynch into the classroom. All right, who wants to tell us who was Willie Lynch?
He was a British slave on the West Indies.
Pay attention to what the brother just said. He said the kids didn't know who Willie Lynch was, right? That time has come back. All right, we're back in that time. We know who Willie Lynch is, but our children are not aware. These children know. The sister just answered. She said, hey, look, a slave master from the West Indies. Okay, pay attention.
British slave over on the West Indies, yes. And what was his theories on slavery and controlling slaves? Anybody want to answer? Go ahead, Dave. Put my thug on camera.
He wanted to teach people how to be slaves.
Yes, and what methods did he teach the other slave owners to control our ancestors, our African American slaves?
The light skin against the dark skin, the tall against the short, and
male versus female, old versus young, fat versus skinny. Almost any difference between two individuals he wanted to exploit, he wanted to take advantage of. Do you think Willie Lynch was successful?
Yes.
Yes and yes.
Not really.
Okay, she says no. Let me hear no first.
Because people still doing the same crazy stuff, so
So
still saying that.
So
the sister didn't hear the question correctly, man. She didn't hear the question correctly. She's gonna correct herself.
Oh yeah.
So he was successful. Go ahead, Dante. Elaborate.
Huh?
You wanna?
Yeah, cause everything like his method, it came true. Like
I say no.
People really going against each other.
So what type of ways are people going against each other now, Sophia? Go ahead, answer that. What type of ways are people going against each other now? In Newark. Gangbanging. Colors. What else? Hoods. Shootings. Maybe y'all had a Willie Lynch incident. Y'all cheerleaders.
Oh yeah.
What was that? You want to talk about that?
When our cheerleaders was about to fight the other one.
What, the cheerleaders versus the flag twirlers? The color guards?
Yeah, I thought you were talking about something.
Cheerleaders. Was there another Willie Lynch incident? Go ahead, I'm listening. If you want to talk about it, you can keep it.
I hear that. Said they had an incident when you had the cheerleaders against the flag girls. Okay, that's we got our women fighting against each other. And I want y'all to translate that to today. They got the baddies. Every sister racing home. They racing home from work to turn on baddies, man. They infatuated with it, scrapping, throwing down in the streets. Then they get up in the club, right? Get that doggone jungle juice up in them, all right? And they want to throw down, just like what they see, all right, on their TV. All right? This is horrible, man. All right? 17 years ago, right? Well, I was in school a little bit longer than that. A little longer, you know what I mean? But this like your folk, ain't it? Yazabad?
Kind of the one.
Okay, this is like Yazabad's generation in high school right here. Okay, so he's aware of this. I'm telling you right now, brothers and sisters, our children that are in school today, they're not aware of it. This critical race theory, right, where they're taking slavery out of the school and Black history out of the school. All right, it's starting to be successful. We have to talk to our children. Not only are you making time to teach your wives and your children the commandments, right? We need to make sure that we're educating our children, all right, on a history, okay? Because it's very important. Go ahead, King. Go ahead.
I got a precept part of one. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 22 and verse 6, and it reads, "Train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it." Now, with that precept, we have to teach the children, because if the children don't know who their enemy is, they're gonna go blindly into Esau's hand. It's like they're just gonna walk right into his hands. And we definitely got to teach them that this is why your people behave like they do. Not all of them, but this is how some of our people behave, why they behave like that. And this is why you shouldn't behave like that. Like this is exactly the plan that your enemy wants you to fall into. He wants you to fall into that ditch and become a part of those people who behave that way, who don't love their brother. And the longer you perpetuate that thought process and you move like that, is the longer it's going to take for you to get that kingdom. The longer Esau's kingdom is going to last. Right? So you keep pushing all this propaganda. Of course, they're gonna keep pushing those interviews like that into people's algorithm. Don't be surprised if it pop up on your phone tomorrow. These spontaneous interviews out of nowhere talking about black and white. They're gonna push that because they want our people to stay degenerate. They don't want us to come back to these laws, statutes, and commandments. And if we start to teach our children early, They won't depart from it. They'll have that foundation. And I yield on the one.
Now you was good, Doc. I was just saying that's right. You know what I mean? You're absolutely correct, man. You know, we gotta raise them in the way in which they should go. And our kids should not be growing up envying one another, all right, because of their skin tone. All right, we're doing that. And you know, some of you know, all right, that you taught your kids that. All right. Some of you know, probably based off your actions. All right, this, that, and the third, some maybe before the truth. Okay. We got to stop this. Okay. We have to stop this because we're stagnant. We ain't going to go nowhere. We got to understand this, man. We starting to act like the Christian church.
Right.
We starting to act like our ancestors, right? Well, we're storing up doggone turtle doves and doggone rams, and you know what I mean? So that we can go ahead and sin. All right. Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thy heart. And that goes for you too, sisters. We got to stop this. Okay. Oh, that brother doggone must be hurt. Okay. He must be hurt talking like this. You know, somebody hurt his. Nah, hey, kill that noise.
Right.
All right. Kill that noise. We trying to save your soul. Okay. We trying to say, look, this situation has crept up into our social lives. All right. Like no other. Okay. I want to play a clip. Right. And I want to show you. All right. Remember when I told y'all I've kind of learned some things? I told you I'm going to shed light on it. Okay. Once we got to that point, I want y'all to see this video. We're not going to hold you too much longer, but I want to show y'all something. Okay. There's a lot of double standards as it pertains to this. Y'all remember the colorism? All right. Before I play that video, I want to show you something. All right. Y'all remember the colorism definition and the reverse colorism? All right, watch this. I want you to listen to what this sister got to say first before I play the other video. Pay attention.
The reason why I wanted to make this video is that there was a situation that happened online where there was a very light-skinned woman who was saying that she experienced colorism. And as we know, by definition, colorism is discrimination against darker skin tones. So it's impossible unless it's coming from a person lighter than them, a light-skinned person cannot experience colorism. So.
Did you hear what the sister said? Now listen, what she said is factual. I'm gonna play it back for those of you that's flicking your toes. All right, the sister said that light-skinned people cannot experience colorism. Brothers and sisters, when you go into the dictionary and you look at the definition of colorism, all right, we already showed you this. The definition of colorism is discrimination against a person, especially of an ethnicity or a race, all right, that is showing unfairness, all right, because they are darker in complexion. That's what the definition is. But this sister knows good and doggone well. She knows good and doggone well that there are discriminations against light-skinned brothers and sisters as well. Okay? And that's why they came up with the term or the phrase reverse colorism. All right, she's pretty much saying, I'm going to play it back, that it doesn't matter, all right, that you, lighter skinned girl, are experiencing these difficulties, all right? The darker skinned people, all right, can only experience this. Listen, she says it so quick, y'all. A lot of people not paying attention. Watch.
The reason why I wanted to make this video is that there was a situation that happened online where there was a very light-skinned woman who was saying that she experienced colorism. And as we know, by definition, colorism is discrimination against darker skin tones. So it's impossible unless it's coming from a person lighter than them, a light-skinned person cannot experience colorism. So
She put some stank on it too. So, okay, she might as well pop the gum and everything, right? Okay, that's a very ignorant statement. Okay, it's a very ignorant statement. It's a very ignorant way to think. Okay, you know what I mean? And it doesn't. It makes our people feel better. Like this sister right here is not. She's not. You know, a dark skinned sister. I would consider that sister light skinned. Okay, that's why she was putting emphasis on very light. That's right. That's right there, Michael. She's light skinned too. You know, but I'm telling you, this thing is crazy, man. These shades. I remember seeing a prominent teacher in Israel. It's one of your favorite teachers, brothers and sisters. I'm not gonna say his name. Okay. I remember a prominent teacher in Israel. I remember tuning into his channel. This was like maybe 2 years ago. And somebody had called him light skinned. And I seen that brother tear the chat up. Don't ever call me light skinned in your life. That brother probably a shade and a half darker than me. Okay? Don't ever call me light skinned in your life. I ain't light skinned. Because he understands the tag that comes along with it. Okay? And what he's saying is that he agrees with that. Don't call me that because I ain't soft.
Right.
I'm not sensitive. I'm not this. That's ignorant. How are you an Israelite teacher and you're carrying that type of, understanding? That's weak.
Right?
Very weak. Okay? This sister and that brother that I'm speaking of, all right, when we talk about the field Negro and the house Negro effect, would probably be in the house. She would probably get a favorable job on the plantation. Okay? But it's just like this double standard that I want to talk to you, brothers and sisters, about. We've been trying to do right. All right? And let y'all go. All right? We ain't been keeping y'all long on C4N, okay? All right? But I want to show y'all this double standard, okay? Because we got to talk about this. Fair use, fair use. All right. Show me some love in the chat.
Someone's preference. Colorism is bigger than that. Like it's discrimination on the highest extent. Like I've heard females say, "Oh, that boy is so black. I can't deal with somebody that dark." I think when you say, "I want a tall, dark, and handsome person," that's your preference.
I'm pretty sure you heard.
Now, before our brother right here with the glasses speaks, I want you to pay attention to what she said because she said it very fast. And before I sat down and I did this lesson, I held the same sentiment that she just said. I held the same sentiment. But I realize it's a lie. I'm going to pull it back. Pay attention, brothers and sisters.
Thinking that's someone's preference. Colorism is bigger than that. Like it's discrimination on the highest extent. Like I've heard females say, "Oh, that boy is so black. I can't deal with somebody that dark." I think when you say, "I want a tall, dark, and handsome person," that's your preference.
I'm pretty sure you heard women refer to light-skinned men as soft or feminine.
Of course.
Okay,
of
so
course.
All right. So, all right. When a woman says, "I like a man who is tall, dark, and handsome," that's just preference.
Right.
I used to hold that sentiment. And people like who they like. A attraction, you know what I mean? Attraction, is the first thing that comes to mind. But who has our mind? Who has our mind? Why are all these brothers running around here? Not all right, but a lot of our brothers running around here chasing after only the light-skinned sisters. This is not a knock to our light-skinned sisters, but I'm being real right now. How come all of these sisters, there's a lot of sisters out here, are favoring the dark-skinned brother? Why? All right. Is it the music? Right? Is it the inner community? All right. Remember, Willie Lynch put the tall against the short.
Short, right.
Y'all ain't even thinking about that. Willie Lynch put the tall against the short. It's not just your preference. All right. They got this tag out here called a high value man. All right. And a high value man is dirty because the high value man, he's tagging with the number 6. Okay. You got to be about 6'3" and above, got to have 6 figures in the bank account. Okay. And so on and so forth. Right. But when you look at, you know, the demographics, right? There's more 5'7" and 5'8" brothers running around than the 6-foot tiers, right? Okay. And how many brothers is making 6 figures? Very small quantity. So not everybody fits that criteria. And a lot of our sisters are chasing a very small population of men. Okay. And you wondering why this brother got multiple women because everybody after him.
Right.
All right. Listen, your enemy would rather you believe that. Okay. Well, your enemy would, sisters, listen to me. Okay. I don't care if you want to drop off, you don't want to listen, you just want to be stubborn in your mind. Okay, no, my preference is listen to me. Willie Lynch put the tall against the short. It's still going on today. You don't understand when you listen to Glorilla say that. Okay, you don't understand when you listen to doggone Sexy Red say that, or Lotto, or whoever. Okay, that's being implanted in your mind. Okay, skin tone shouldn't have nothing to do with it. Why? You know how many 6'3" brothers walking around here that's broke?
A lot.
Okay, but here you got this one brother who might not be that tall. You know, he trying to get at you. He good brother in the scriptures. Okay, brother want to take care of you. You got a son, or you got a daughter, you got children. You turning down that brother just because he doggone light skin. Or you turning down that brother just because he don't meet a height criteria. A high value man, brothers and sisters, is a man, all right, who's going to lead you to the kingdom. He is a man, all right, that is going to lead and guide you. He is a man that's going to take care of you financially. He is a man that is going to protect you. None of that has anything to do with height or skin tone. We have not taught our children this.
Sure.
And I'm speaking to the ladies right now. Okay? But our brothers need to hear this too. Because just because you're not 6'4", brother, that don't make you less than a man. Just because you don't have 6 figures, that don't make you less than a man. The Most High God will give you, he'll give you anything that you desire. If your faith is the grain of a mustard seed, okay? So don't feel like you're lesser. And you brothers who are of a higher stature and height, okay, don't think that you're greater. Okay? This is horrible. That's not a high value man. And the reason why a lot of you sisters are gravitating toward this, because it's being put in your mind. It's not your preference. Okay, you were taught that. You were taught that.
Sure.
Okay, you need to understand that. If that man is not going to lead you to the kingdom, if that man, okay, is not taking care of you spiritually, if that man cannot protect you, and if that man still living at home with his mama, I didn't play this one clip because it was too much profanity in it. Okay, where the sister was going back and forth. Matter of fact, it was Kevin Samuel's content, and I didn't want to play any of his content. Okay, because I heard you'll get flagged. All right, but the woman, Kevin was saying, why are you dealing with the man? Because He living with his mama. What you talking about? You think you a high value woman? Why you dealing with this man? Oh, we was catching the vibe. See, us females, we catch vibes. We get an attraction like this, and we just catch a vibe. No, your vibe should be the spirit.
Right.
You're looking at the wrong things. It has nothing to do, all right, with you being attracted to that man's height. All right, you can call me a hater all you want, brothers. Okay? All right, I'm going to tell the truth to these sisters. They need to be trying to find somebody who's going to lead them to the kingdom. They need to be trying to find somebody who is financially stable. They need to try to find somebody who's going to protect them spiritually, okay? All right, and be willing to take a bullet for them. Not no sucker out here. And that does not, and that has nothing to do, all right, with his skin tone. Okay? Or his height. All right? We got to change our way of thinking. It's the spirit that we're dealing with. The flesh profiteth nothing. Understand? Okay? We got you're worldly. Okay? You're dealing with the world when you think that way. Okay? Go ahead, King.
This is Ecclesiasticus, Sirach, chapter 37 and verse 12, and it reads, "But be continually with a godly man, whom thou knowest to keep the commandments of the Lord." Right? So that's what the sisters, you gotta want to do the Most High's will. Don't put your preferences and your will before the Most High. Right? The first thing you should want to do is what's going to please God. And
read
then you make your
again.
This Sirach chapter 37 and verse 12, and it reads, "But be continually with a godly man, whom thou knowest to keep the commandments of the Lord."
Go ahead. I just wanted to hear that. I just wanted to hear that was the perfect precept.
And your sisters got to remember you got to put the Most High's will first, and that godly man is definitely gonna direct you in the right path, because the godly man would know Ephesians chapter 5 and verse 25, and it reads, "Husbands, love your wives, even as Christ also loved the church and gave himself for it." And that godly man is gonna make sure he do whatever's in his might to make sure you make it to the kingdom as well as itself, because that's love. And that's what's going to build a nation. And one more thing, Adewanda, that Willie Lynch letter, once we're deep diving into that and how it's affecting our people. Mm-hmm. And if you really look at the broad picture, that was created so the slaves could never truly come back to being a nation. Absolutely. So you can never truly have brotherhood, because every little thing any little difference between you fighting about it. It's amazing how you can take certain differences between a race of people, a group of people, a nation of people, and you can make them fight about every little thing. Every little thing you fight about it. That's amazing. It's like the Most High is the curses is not a joke.
It's gone on from generation to generation to generation. 2026 got the Yazabah, and we still doing it willingly and openly, and we know about Willie Lynch.
Even worse, otherwise they brothers still killing each other over a color. A color.
And in the camp, and in the truth, all right, we got doggone. How heck is we in the truth and we can't bang? This is ridiculous, man. How is we in the truth and a lot of brothers in the truth? I don't want to say majority. A lot of brothers in the truth would rather have a light-skinned wife, all right, versus a darker-skinned wife. How? What are we doing? What are we doing here?
Trying to bring the Willie Lynch into the truth. That's crazy.
I want to play this all the way through because I want y'all to get the point.
Colorism is bigger than that. Like, it's discrimination on the highest extent. Like, I've heard females say, oh, that boy is so black, I can't deal with somebody that dark. I think when you say I want a tall, dark, and handsome person, that's your preference.
I'm pretty sure you heard women refer to light-skinned men as soft and feminine.
Of course.
Okay, so is that colorist?
It's a super double standard.
It's I can say
Dark skinned sister say, hold on for a minute. Hold on for a minute. That's a double standard. How you gonna say if she said it fast too? If my preference is light skin, my preference is tall, dark, and handsome. That's just a preference, right? But then the brother said, hold on, I'm pretty sure you've heard that they say that the light skinned man is effeminate, this, that, third. And then the dark skinned sister say, hold on for a minute, that's a double standard. And I want you to hear what else the sister has to say, because that sister in the green hat is light skinned herself. We got to talk about this part. Pay attention.
Feminine.
Of course.
Okay, so is that colorist?
It's a super double standard.
It's I can say it's a double standard, but I wouldn't say colorist.
Why not?
When a guy says, yo, I only really like light-skinned girls, dark-skinned girls feel some type of way.
Listen to the double standard. How do you hold the position that, hey, if I say, all right, I like somebody tall, dark, and handsome, right? That's just preference. But all right, the dark-skinned sister say, hold on for a minute. When these dark-skinned guys, Salakia, when these doggone guys say, I only want a light-skinned girl, right? When the guy say, I feel some kind of way. It's a double standard. Okay? And hey, listen, me being a light-skinned guy, right? Do you know how many light-skinned women, right, that I've witnessed, right, just like this sister here, that'll be quick to put, right, another light-skinned person down? You know what I mean? Light-skinned, you know? And the dark-skinned brothers who tell me I'm lying, Captain Yazibat. A lot of dark-skinned brothers who prefer a light-skinned woman, but they got a problem with light-skinned men. It's crazy. That's showing me that the light-skinned woman hates her complexion.
Right.
She hates her complexion if she don't like the light-skinned man, and the dark-skinned man hates his complexion. You know what I'm saying? Because he's doggone gravitating to a light-skinned woman. Right. This is crazy, man.
It's all self-hatred. It's all self-hatred.
It's self-hatred. It's crazy. Okay? I want y'all to see this ignorance, man. I want y'all to see this ignorance. This conversation right here is very relevant. It puts this whole thing on blast. Right? It's a double standard. Go to the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 3 real quick there, Malak. We got to understand where this stems from. Okay, we know we broke the commandments. We know we're dealing with the curses. All right, but 1 Corinthians chapter 3 and verse 3.
Verse 3 out of 1?
Yeah, come. Verse 3.
Okay, it's like. Okay.
You know what? I want you to read this in the NLT. Okay, but you get it in the KJV.
Come out of 1. You want me to get it in the NLT?
No, I want you to get it in the KJV.
Come, this is the 1 Corinthians chapter 3 and verse 3, and it reads, "For ye are yet carnal. For whereas there is among you envying and strife and divisions, are ye not carnal and walk as men?"
See, this all stems because we're dealing with sin and we have a very worldly nature. Okay? There are divisions amongst us, envy and strife. We hate each other because we're walking in sin. Now I'm going to read it in the NLT. 1 Corinthians chapter 3 and verse 3 in the NLT. And it reads, "For you are still controlled by your sinful nature. You are jealous of one another and quarrel with each other. Doesn't that prove you are controlled by a sinful nature? Aren't you living like the people of the world?" You're not dealing with the spirit, family. Okay, if you're dealing with light skin, dark skin, if you got hate for your brother in your heart, okay, or got hate for your sister in your heart, we got to kill this. We got to, because this is what our enemy wants. But you think it's funny. Okay, you think it gives you status. Okay, you're going to hang on to this because you're favored in the workplace. No, we got to stop this. Okay, we have to stop. This is a part of brotherhood. This is a part of sisterhood. Okay, and this is why I felt it necessary, all right, to bring forth this lesson during this time, because we pushing. We're pushing in the spirit of brotherhood. And if we don't fix this right here, we're going to be stuck in the mud, Yasha Allah.
That's right.
Okay. We gotta, I love this brother right here. There's nothing I wouldn't do for this brother right here. This is my brother, man. Okay. And he know that.
For sure.
Okay. And you know what I mean? You gotta have, all right, this type of genuine care for one another, man. It shouldn't be no envy and strife. You shouldn't see that type of, color. You know what I mean? When it comes to your brother, you should see the spirit. Okay. What kind of fruits is this brother, bearing? What kind of fruits is this sister bearing? All right. How can we be in the truth and we're picking a wife based off of her skin tone? And the same brother tell you that woman got to be a wife first. Nah, she's a red bone first, and you know it. And you know it. Okay? And the sisters running around here talking about I'm gonna tell you something. Some of our dark-skinned sisters that's sitting on the sideline, okay, some of them are single by choice. You want to know why? Because that brother, all right, didn't fit the right stature, height-wise. Okay? Because that brother wasn't rugged enough. But that brother had everything you needed. Even in the truth. We dealing with this even in the truth. Right? But the brother, all right, that could take care of you. And the brother, that can hold you down spiritually and teach you and guide you and lead you to the kingdom was right there. Okay? We need to think about this. You need to think about this. We got to reevaluate the way we moving out here, and we have to teach our children. Okay? All right? Judith Agape say, my dark-skinned rib is fire. Okay? All praises to the Most High. Bahashim Mashiach. Yahweh. Okay? All right, and this is not an attack on either or. All right, we love we love you, brothers and sisters. Regardless of what your shade is. You know what I mean? If you're an Israelite, all right. But we got to stop this division amongst each other. It has to stop. The colorism and reverse colorism must stop because it's racism within our race and it's hypocrisy. Go ahead, King.
Another one. You get for me. Micah 2:1, because this the things that were devised from Esau, that Willie Lynch letter. I want you to get that precept for me. This is exactly what
Micah
2:1, another one.
Okay, this is the book of Micah, chapter 2. And verse number 1. And it reads, woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds.
Right. It says destruction to them that devise iniquity upon their beds. And that's exactly what Esau have done. Read on, other one.
Come. All right. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is the power of their hand.
Right, and that's what Esau did. They got that. He probably had a dream about that letter, got up, wrote that letter, and he spread it to his comrades, and they acted out these things amongst their so-called property at that time. Right? And they put these things in play for us when we're at the lowest state we could be in, so we could not ever be a nation and come together, because they know if we come together, it's over for them.
Curtains.
Now, with that being said, our people perpetuating these the Willie Lynch letter by beefing with each other about the stupidest matters. Oh, you're lighter than me, I don't like you, or you dark skinned, I don't like you. Both our forefathers in slavery, we both went through the same struggle. We both continuously go through the same struggles.
Right.
But you feel like you're better than somebody because they're lighter than you or because they're darker than you. Proverbs chapter 3 and verse 3. Salakia 31. Proverbs 3 and 31. It says, envy thou not the oppressor, and choose none of his ways. That's Esau ways to hate your brother. That's Esau. Those are Esau's ways. That Willie Lynch letter, that is devised by Esau. That's your oppressor. You're not supposed to choose his ways. And we got to remember that as a nation, and we got to definitely teach our kids that.
That's right.
No, you're the one.
Right. All praises to the Most High. All right, Bahashima Mashiach Yahushua. Hey, so hey, look, I hope you brothers and sisters, man, got the message. I hope you brothers and sisters, you hearkened. Okay, I hope by the material that we showed that brothers and sisters were edified. Okay, and I hope that you brothers and sisters understand that we are sincere. Okay, when we bring this message across, because we care about you. All right, give me that. Give me our stance. What we got on our back. Give me that in Romans chapter 10 and verse 1. Okay, Romans chapter 10 and verse 1. This is what we stand on. Okay, as sons of thunder Israelite. This is why we can stand with brothers in the streets, that have different doctrine. This is why we can stand and have unity with the NOI. You know what I mean? This is why, because of this scripture.
This is the book of Romans chapter 10 and verse 1. Brethren, my heart's desire in prayer to God for Israel is that they might be saved.
It is our hope prayer, all right, to the Most High God for Israel, the nation of Israel, that they might be saved, that they might be saved. Okay? Because we're lost sheep. Okay? We're lost sheep in need of a shepherd, man. Okay, running around here, all right, lost in the meat sauce. Okay? Brothers and sisters, y'all need to come back like babes again, right? And be retaught again. Be humble. Be receptive. Okay? All right, it's going to benefit you. But we don't know everything. Okay? We don't know everything, but I'm going to warn you, brothers and sisters. Okay? Because the kingdom of heaven is at hand. Brothers and sisters need to repent. All right? Come back to the law. All right? Follow and follow Christ. All right, because he is the example. Khan. Okay. All right, we appreciate you, brothers. All right, for continuing to give us donations. All right, the brother Easy 622. All right, gives us a super chat sticker. Okay. All right, we love you, brother. Thank you for the donation. Come and feast with us there, Easy 622. All right, come and feast with us, man. Come over to the Passover. All right, in Atlanta, Georgia, April the 1st. All right, through the 7th at evening. Okay. We want you to tune in. All right, to the rest of our classes. All right, you got Truth Tuesday that takes place every Tuesday. All right, about 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. All right, this platform right here. All right, where we tackle, all right, various talking points. All right, and up-to-date news. All right, as it pertains to our people. You know what I mean? You can find us every Thursday at about 8:35 Eastern Standard Time. All right, you got Captain Salaki. You have the General Yahweh. Okay, and a host of other brothers that teach the Sabbath class Friday night. All right, Friday night at about 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. Captain Shalamah, all right, takes over with the after hour segment. Okay, after the general gets done. All right, then we got Captain Yaikwab, Captain Aharon, Captain Nikawa Shai. Okay, that give their lesson every Saturday. Okay. every Saturday around 10:30, 11 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Okay, and then we're at camp, brothers and sisters. All right, the weather kind of held us back. Okay, this last week. Okay, me and Dirac, I believe we're gonna try to hit Montgomery up. Okay, I got to get in contact with the brother Philip. I missed Philip's call this past Shabbat, and I still haven't get back in contact with him. I got to give him a holler. Okay, so brothers and sisters, we want to see y'all at camp. We want to see you at the feast days. All right, and we love you. You got anything left there, brother, to tell the people before we get up out of here?
Hey, don't forget to subscribe to the Patreon game. Don't forget to subscribe to the Patreon. We got everything you can ask for on the Patreon. All right. And we got the Captain's Corners, we got the Pillars of Rest, and we also got a slew of videos from our soldiers and our officers. So be sure to subscribe and like and share all our classes. Please like and share.
That's right.
Right here, the other one.
All right. That's Patreon on the net, brothers and sisters.
That's right.
And we love you. We'd like to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh. Shalom, saints.
Shalom.
Thank you for watching. If you wish to donate, you can use Zelle or PayPal. We're the Sons of Thunder. It's our heart's prayer and desire for Israel that they might be saved. Shalom.
Chef, how you let them niggas violate you? Get away with that and they'll be back to annihilate you. It's all good, sometimes you gotta let your Howard have it. When it come to beef, you know I'm far from a coward at it. That's why I'm so
When I wasn't ready, no one can stop me. No one. No one can stop me. When I was ready, I feel like I became unstoppable towards doing the right things.
I can do it all through Christ. Forget my brother, though he stabbed me twice. It's sad cause he still got the knife. I'm still learning how to sacrifice. That mean when he do you wrong, you gotta be strong and still do them right. I won't name no names, cause we not the same. And plus my honor code, don't play those games, are you insane? Life lessons as I walk him in his presence. I give him reference as I seek his essence, like the essence. Abba, do you hear me? And he say, do you fear me? Back and forward conversations, cause he know the real me. I'm washed in his waters and I'm praying they would heal me before somebody from my past come back and try to kill me. You feel me? I feel haunted by my past life. Praying morning, noon, and night. I think I went to mass twice. All from the devil's slice. I had to bite with sound advice. Coke on the plane, they had to ground it twice before the flight. And that's word to my Christian lubes. Chefry, nothing like the mother Christian dudes. Brew, don't get it confused. I sport mode the F-type and then just let it cruise. The punchline, the beat until it won't a bruise. I'm hella cool. Just because the dude foul, he can't defile me. Got angels all around me like Charlie. I can feel him but don't see him hardly. Partly why my faith strong, but that's a different story. Metaphorically and allegorically.